Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Slayer. We did get a relatively minor update we will talk about in a moment. Let me go ahead and turn some stuff on. We actually need to leave the area where I'm at and head back to the modern city. So one of the questions about the modern city I got was, why did I want the gamma worms? The gamma worms and the bat, having both of them count towards the fire type enemies, which is actually really important. So that's why. Oh, we're going to go ahead and rage. Oh, I guess the keybind settings are per device. So I have them set on one device. Let's go set them here. So we can kind of return everything to how it used to be. Wait, we're in W, B, R, if space E. So those were the original hotkeys that I had. So that's cool. Rage mode effectively got an additional hotkey. So that's really cool. I'm really happy to have that feature. What can we buy 50 of? Oh, we'll get 50 daggers, that's fine. Okay, we're broke. Okay, that's fine. So, mostly just working on these two things, and I figured I'd give you an update. Before we get too involved, we do have to do our favorite thing, which is gambling. And of course, we'll see if we get lucky and do any attempts on to get the new character. I have been informed that the new character does come from Ascending Heights, which is why I don't have it. And as I do most of my Ascending Heights here, I'm like, you know what? That's great. We can do this and see if I can get lucky and get Ascending Heights here, and we'll see what happens. Well, we weren't lucky with that, so we're going back out. Yeah, let's go here. Okay. Well, again, we're not ascending, so not too useful. We're not going to rage mode it either. But you know what we can do is go ahead and pop this for the heck of it. And if you're wondering why I don't have any souls, it's, yeah, grinding these fire monsters doesn't give me very much. And so we've only gotten like 3 quintillion on top of my 300 quintillion. And not really helping us get further to the 14 USP. But again, I'm thinking I will live stream it when I complete this quest. I just want to get this completed because, you know, 10%, permanent 10% CPS, can't go wrong with that. But for by and large, this is just what we've been doing, just grinding out and being patient because, you know, it's an idle game and patience is a virtue. Not virtue, but a virtue. And so that's just how it's been going. And I have been doing it offline because I have the offline setup. No need to try and rush things along. And of course, I do want to kind of savor this update. Honestly, the thing is, what are we going to do? We're going to Ultra Ascend. We're going to spend our stones. I'm hoping that I'm probably going to hold out until I get the 14th. I don't see a reason to rush it and get the 13th. So if it's not ready, it might not be next week. It might be the week after. That also gives me more time to get over this cold. And then we'll just let it rip. You know, what can you do? But yeah, a pretty short update today because that actually is a pretty long quest, believe it or not. And obviously, once we Ultra Ascend, we will have enough of the keys here. Oh, right, okay. I was like, did I miss 2? No. Well, 56 plus these 2 is divisible by 4. So we'll see what happens. I do actually need to make a pit stop to get these. I will do that before I Ultra Ascend, but since, you know, given the state of things, it's not a rush right now. Alright, well, we're going to see if we get an Ascending Heights, and we're going to do we'll try and finish up this daily quest over here. Oh, the bonus stage, okay, that works too. And we'll just see how things go. But yeah, I plan on this being a shorter update today, simply because we're still waiting for the quest to be finished. And there are ways to rush it along, but not anything that's timely. And again, I'm perfectly fine with waiting. You know, we waited a long time for this update, so I'm okay with this update taking a bit of time to complete. So that's where we'll be at with the update. And again, we're over almost 60% of the way there, so I'm pretty confident we can be finished by next week, and then we can look into Ultra Ascending and do more. If we do Ultra Ascend again, I will stream that, just because Ultra Ascending is one of the funner things in this game. And of course, I will want to have my 14th Soul Shard, so it might not be next week. We might have to wait until the week after. So it's going to kind of be a little bit of play it by ear. And then, of course, I do need to have a plan for the amount of stones I will have, because I think it'll be 156. And I'm not sure what the optimal distribution at that point is. Of course, I am going to be trying to optimize it for offline play, because the majority of what I do is offline. So we are looking for an offline optimization, but of course, I'm not against a stone or two in the Stone of Rage, because any extra duration, to me, is great after Ultra Ascending. But I imagine most of the stones, it's going to be pretty safe to say, are going into the Stone of Hope. I feel like that stone is... I'm not going to say too powerful, but I feel like we need to have a fifth stone, excuse me, that is interesting. It's interesting, but the hard thing is it's going to be hard to beat the Stone of Hope. It probably would have to be something like... And then you can't nerf the Stone of Hope because you just hurt everybody who has the Stone of Hope. So, I don't know how, but I feel like we're at least... For where I'm at in the game, I'm overdue for a new stone, but I also understand not wanting to introduce a new stone for everybody else. One of the things I actually would really like that I feel like I should have, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute, is... But go in here. Now it's in this. I'd really like to see something that gives me extra astral keys. Like, oh my goodness. Like, and I'm not talking like +2. I'm talking about a multiplier. Like, you know what? You spent 1 quadrillion. Maybe it's an astral lock thing where you get double astral keys or something like that. Clearly, I need to make sure I have a pile of astral keys. Oh well. For next time. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So we're just gonna keep working on these boxes. You know, I can kind of speed this up a little bit. I should be wearing this anyways. Oh, we can do rage mode. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, we're getting 50, 70, almost 100 trillion souls. Woohoo! That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Not for me anymore. Might be a lot for you. Alright, let's finish that off. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I am not trying to degrade your amount of soul generation. I'm just saying, I need more. Also, one of the things I was thinking about is, you know, it'd be really cool. See how you have all the evolutions here? That if you have enough kills, you can choose the evolution, right? Like if I unlock all these, and I have all these unlocked, it's default. It's actually more relevant for the worms. Let me go find the worms. Like, so Delta Worm, that's that one, right? Whoops. I think I missed a something. Okay, so that's Delta Worm. I think that was Ascending Heights. It'd be nice if I had gotten Delta Worm that I could roll it back to, say, Gamma Worm. So obviously these I never killed much because you kind of get to Gamma pretty quick. Obviously all these Gamma kills. This is from my offline farming for this. So we've killed 4 million, excuse me, Gamma Worms as part of this. And then over here you can see that my normal kill of Delta Worms is almost 10 million. So it is kind of interesting to see that we've gotten 4 million kills from this, which means my fire bats which is really the only evolution of the bat. Yep, 10 million. And in fact, the majority of my bat kills have been the fire bat type. So kind of interesting. We kind of get to keep track of that because obviously by the time the Bestiary came out, I had already unlocked the Delta Worm. So it was pretty. That's pretty much everything, you know. But as you know, now that's where I'm at. So we're gonna go ahead and just call it here. Unfortunately, we didn't get Ascending Heights, but like I said, I will save the new character, and we will get it from Ascending Heights when it happens, and we'll get it together. So once again, as always, excuse me, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Excuse me again, and if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.